to the channel. Today we have a lot of plant chores to do. I have a lot of propagations that need potted up, and then some other propagations that I need to get put into their little vessels to start growing their little baby roots. So let's get started. First, I have my soil mix here. If you didn't watch the soil mix video to see what's in this, I will pin it down in the description below. But this is a mix of cocoa core, cocoa husk, perlite. We have also some horticultural carbon in here. We have a systemic insecticide and then some neem fertilizer. Sorry, it's a lot to remember. I'm also going to add some mosquito bits into here. This will help with fungus gnats. I kind of have a problem with that right now. My cats love it, but I don't love it. These guys won't kill the big fungus gnats, but as the fungus gnats lay their eggs and their babies in here, it will kill them. So we're just going to mix those up in there as well. It adds a nice little bit of like texture to our soil too, so that's fine. I love the smell of dirt. It smells delicious. Okay. So first up, as you can see, we have a bunch of monsteras. These are a clipping from my big plant over there. I still need to take some more clippings, so I'll probably do another video of that. But as you can see, the roots on all of these grew like crazy. I'm very excited about this. So we're going to get those potted up to, some I'm going to put in nursery pots, some I'm going to put in my naked root planters. So these guys here. All right, let's get some of these out of the way. Okay, this one obviously I left in the water a little too long. You can see the leaf is getting a little discolored. I didn't put any food in the water because I knew I was just going to pot them up. I think next time I propagate these, I'm going to use like liquid dirt or something in the water to help them grow. This I might separate. No, I'll leave this together. Alright, so I have a variety of nursery pot sizes. You can get like a variety pack like this on Amazon if you're just starting out or you have a variety of different propagations. This one I'm going to put in a 5-inch, actually I think this is a 4. Alright, so we'll just take out, look at how pretty those roots are, absolutely gorgeous. And we'll set that right in the soil. I want to make sure that I have space here to prop this up. I want these leaves to grow nice and big and beautiful. So I'm going to put the back of the plant towards the back of the pot so that I could stick a stake back in there. All right, there it is, all potted up. You can still see some of the roots on the side, and that is totally okay. So I need to get different, I think I'm just going to get some sticks or wooden dowels to use as a stake. I have these chopsticks, but these guys are a little big for that, so I'll put some stakes in there later. Here is our next one. As you can see, the roots on this guy are also insane gorgeous. Now I'm trying to make sure this plant, there's a clear front and back. The plant is facing that way and the stems are back here. So I want to move the roots towards the front of the pot and put that towards the back so the plant has the ability to grow out like this. That's how you get those big leaves. That's kind of my goal for some of these, is to grow them into the massive monstera deliciosas with like the multiple layers of fenestrations. That is like my goal. When we moved from Ohio to North Carolina, my monstera started to get a ton more light that it wasn't used to. So it grew leaves like crazy, and I did not have it staked up well enough for how big it was. And now we have this guy. I'm going to put this one in one of the naked root planters. I think I need to go to the bigger size. If you haven't heard of naked root planters, they are amazing in helping to keep things alive. I have such a hard time, especially with calathea, and I have been able to grow one like insanely big and not kill it. And it's just like a normal calathea, but I have probably killed like 3 of them. So here, I'm gonna stick the moss pole in here because of the way this inner pot is shaped. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm gonna put it in the corner like that. Now, when you're attaching your plant to a moss pole, you don't want to make it super tight. This set of moss poles comes with twine, twist tie, and also plant Velcro, which fell down in there somewhere. I'm gonna use some twine and tie this up here. You don't want to tie it super tight. We don't want to hurt our plant or keep it from growing. We just kind of want to give it some support. All right. Cover her up with dirt. Awesome. And then we have this outer pot here. We'll just set that in there like that. Beautiful. Okay, that is our monsteras out of the way. Now we have a ton of little baby propagations that I want to get potted up. Okay, so I have a bunch of cuttings that I have been propagating in water that have grown pretty substantial roots, and they are ready to be potted. So let's pull some of these babies out. This is my little baby cutting of the philodendron micans. Look at those little baby leaves that are growing, so cute. We also have our scindapsus with decent root. We're also getting a new little baby growth there. Another cutting of our scindapsus. And another one, and another one. I'm gonna trim off some of these excess root. There's stems on some of these, just to make it easier to pot. All right. So we have a variety of sizes of pots. These are little 3-inch nursery pots that I got off of Amazon. I also have 2 different sizes of just little drinking cups that I got that I drilled holes in the bottom of. So I drilled holes in the bottom for water to flow out. These just are nice for these little tiny plant guys like this. And then I'll be able to fit these in my propagation boxes to help keep them in humidity and help them grow even more, which is what we want. When you're picking a pot size for your plant, you don't want to go too big, because what happens is the plant, if you want to start growing leaves at least, what happens is the plant will spend a lot of energy growing roots to fill up that space, and then it'll start pushing energy into growing leaves. So if you put it into a smaller pot, it starts the process of it growing leaves a little faster. So it's nice to have your soil just in a container right here next to your workspace, so you could scoop your potting mix right into your cup with your little plant. All right, first little baby is done. I like using these clear cups so that you could see the roots and kind of see if there's anything going on weird in there. It's also helpful if you want to sell these. People like to be able to see the roots in their plants. I do plan to start a little plant shop here soon, and I do want to start selling these, which is why I'm not putting them all in these nice pots for myself. These little baby micans roots. Do you say micans or micans? I've heard it both ways. Ooish. My cat is chewing on the plastic that was on those little planters. Such a cute little baby. All right, some of the other cuttings I have that are ready to be potted. We have I think this is a silver pothos. And then we have a bunch of golden cuttings. Oh man, kind of out of control here. And then we have another silver cutting. We have a couple Florida greens. Cute little guy. And here's another one, growing a new little leaf there. This guy, I believe, holy crap, is my Baltic blue. So this is a type of pothos. Has these long skinny leaves that are like darker green, and then they'll start to fenestrate as well, similar to a monstera. Marble queen pothos, kind of like that half marble look. I think this is another Florida green. Dendron. We have a couple really big scindapsus in here. This leaf obviously is dying. And then we have a few more golden and marble queens. So I'm gonna get these all potted up and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done.